Hello. This is jaggery sweet with two simple ingredients only I am taking. One is puffed rice, one is the fine quality of jaggery. Here, this is from our ancestors. This is very tasty recipe from our olden days. The old grandmas they used to prepare in the home, and because this is that tasty and that interesting, within no time we can prepare this. But only thing is, you should understand few useful tips without fail. Here you can check in the video how I am checking for the gummy consistency of the jaggery. The syrup should get little stringing, that is with strings like we should form in the syrup. That should be, you clearly understand in the further process. You need to take 1 by 4th cup of water for 200 grams of jaggery organic powder I have taken. You need to understand here one important thing. Jaggery also will be in the salt jaggery. We say uppu bellam in Telugu. We have thati bellam, that is another breed. That is one content, the same variation of the jaggery. But you need to check the sweetness of the jaggery is very important because I'm not adding any more sugar here, and we are not adding any ghee or peanuts or sesame seeds too, because I want to elevate the taste of the puffed rice and also jaggery. This is our ancestors recipe, which is very tasty and very interesting for the kids too. And second thing is the puffed rice. The fine quality of the puffed rice is very important because that puffed rice should be very crispy even after you keeping into the jaggery syrup. Okay, hope you understood this one. I think that what I mean to say is, whenever you prepare a jaggery syrup, you need to understand the ratio of water and also jaggery powder. If you keep more water, the jaggery content will not come nearer faster. That is very important and caution tip. And we need to keep a larger pan so that we can mix the puffed rice into that pan only once it is cooled. So take a larger pan is the third useful tip. I kept on the induction stove, we can prepare. I kept on the induction stove the thin bottom, a larger pan. This is very important. See, on induction we need to get the flame, that is the heat of the induction coil very sooner. We need to take a thin bottomed, always a big kadai, or we can say mukudu. Okay, that is a pan, and which is C shaped and comfortable when we are mixing this puffed rice, because when we are keeping the puffed rice the whole bowl gets filled up, but when it will come nearer again. So go for a comfortable pan is also important tip. And once the jaggery you start, go on stir it, you can, it will come very fastly. Time will not take much here. That's sort of recipes only we are selecting. Okay, kindly understand that particular at high temperature 1200 degrees on the induction I have kept, and I go on stir it approximately just at high temp. You can preheat the content. If you're before starting only, if you want to save the time, you can preheat the content. That is, you boil the water at high temperature, 1/2 cup. It will come to 1 by 4th cup, so that water will be very heat, and as soon as the jaggery is poured in that, you go on, stir it until no bottom should get sticked off, no bottom should burnt off. You be little cautious, it will come near very faster. If the quality of jaggery is good, it will come faster. That is the reason I am asking you to check the fine quality and organic pattern of the jaggery. For this one particular recipe, kindly check the purity and also quality and freshness of the jaggery, as you should understand how I am preparing. The same way you also should prepare. And here the crispiness of that puffed rice you can very much see even after cooking also. Then I have added only the jaggery, no ghee I added, and by adding little few drops of water, if you feel that syrup is getting harder, then take one bowl of water separately and pour that in 2 to 3 drops of the jaggery syrup as shown in the video, and check for the stringy consistency of the jaggery, and it should be like strings coming from the jaggery. That is, it becomes very thicker, that if you can pull that one side, it the strings will be coming. You can check in the live video which I already kept in my live video today. Kindly go through how the strings are formed at the third stage. First stage is like this, second stage I tried again, third stage I got a very thick and stringy nature of the jaggery. You can check in the live video if possible. Okay, then finally, I checked the puffed rice, very fine quality I have taken, and I have dropped them and put off the stove when you are dropping them, and lightly you stir with the spatula. But you should be cautious as it is getting dried. it will become sticky and harder. By that time only you need to make your arrangement. I tell you, take one particular plate, take a little oil coating brush, add very little oil, of 1 2 drops of oil on the plate, so that greasy, only for greasy consistency. You can take little ghee or you can take little oil, only for greasy consistency of the plating only. We are not mixing any more ghee or content here. Then after that you just wet your hands immediately and go on touch the content. Otherwise it will be difficult for you to make like this laddu. Just sit under the fan and just check it is little cool, not much, not much cold, because it gets harder. You can't even touch it. Okay, you just wet your hands and make with your 2 hands. You need to prepare a nice laddu like this. See, if you are not having time, you can spread on the plate. You can give the, however you give a shape to the cake mold. Take one cake mold and spread the butter or ghee lightly with one film coating. Only coating we are saying here, and fill that one. The total content you filled up in the this one. But it will, what will happen? No, well, if you don't give the cut section, again you will have very crispy broken content. So I suggest you that you check the comfort. However you prepare the cake mold or a plate, if you, how you check the like that. Even if it is okay, if it is breaking also, no problem, is you can go for the simple method. But I tried like this, I got nice laddus. So we can eat separately if you keep in airtight container in journeys, and whenever you want to keep for even for 1 week, it lasts very fresh. But at particular, some people where they use ilachi powder in this, but I didn't do. I didn't like that flavor here, but it will be good also. It will be really tasty. But I avoided here because that is one other taste and this is one other taste. You can go if you like that ilachi powder also. It will be tasty. Okay. And some people they will add little sesame, fried sesame seeds or fried peanuts. They all will give you another. The direction of the taste again will vary. But I want only this sort of recipe today. You can check the live. So interesting, so tasty. And if you keep in airtight container only, they remain fresh and crispy. Otherwise they will get softer and smoother once again. You like this recipe? Hope you all understood this. See, whenever we go into the kitchen, just think of what all the ingredients are available, what sort we can we prepare within no time, within short time. This week I have shown the same content with the sesame seeds and jaggery. I want with peanuts also. Jaggery and sesame seeds is combination is so good. Iron, zinc, and folic acid and calcium rich combination. The sesame seed and jaggery chicky we say, that is also very healthy. Even the peanut and jaggery we do suggest for the pregnant ladies at their gestational period because of the improvement of hemoglobin with the jaggery and peanut and sesame.